Campbell! Keep going, fella. Send it!
Well, Chris, I'm sure these interviews get no easier after another disappointing defeat. Can you just give us your overall take after that one?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably play the one back from the game before and the one before and the one before. You know, we probably, what was good today, it was good that we got to half time without conceding. You know, it's something we talked about a lot. It was good that we got probably to 78 minutes, 80 minutes to without conceding. The back line defended really well. We defended well as a team. We stopped them from creating much. And then, you know, as soon as we get into the final third, we just haven't got the quality. And when we get into areas, you know, we had some great opportunities, you know, to put the ball in good areas. We had some really good moments, but on the day, yeah, we just lacked that bit of quality. It's like I said, scratch record for me, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you know, we sound like a scratch record talking about the quality in the final third, but that was the difference today, because for the large part, it was a case of two defences on top. But it's that one moment where Danny Glover, we know what a good player he is, follows the ball up, and that's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine lines, and it's just the moments that we had and the opportunities we got into, we just don't have the resources, obviously. Everyone knows where we are. Let's not pretend anything. So what we have got is a good set of lads. What we have got is lads who are running through brick walls. And what we've got to do is, as I said to them, we've got 12 games where before the game it was forget about our league position, forget about our last game, let's look at the next game and let's try and work hard and do the right thing. You know, it's been a really hard week this week, again, and it don't get any easier,
You obviously know as much as anyone how damaging that defeat will be today. The league table was obviously very grim reading at the moment.
Yeah.
Is it now just a case of building for next season?
Well, we've got 12 games. Enjoy the 12 games. You know, it's really hard when things ain't going well. But I'd say to the supporters today, I mean, the supporters were good again today. And we need them. You know, the club needs them. You know, I said it in my first interview with you, Joseph, you know. What's the important thing is that Rushden Diamonds are on a football pitch next year. That is the important thing. Step 4, step 3, the important thing is the club is on the pitch. And that's what we've got to make sure we do. And the support is going to be needed for these last few games to ensure that that happens, you know. So it's an important time for the club, really important time. But building for next season, I want to get ready for next week. You know, it's important that as a club we all stay together. It's important the players continue to work hard. We know what we're missing. God, do I know what we're missing? Would I like to be able to resolve it? Of course I would. Am I able to? No. It's as simple as that, you know. So we've just got to make sure we keep working hard.
Just coming back to the support for a moment, what have you made of it since you've arrived at the club?
Outstanding. absolutely outstanding. I don't want to apologise to the supporters, because it's like, and I don't mean that in a way of other than we are trying our best and we are working really hard. I don't want to say sorry. I want to say thank you. You know, for I appreciate their support. It doesn't go unnoticed. It doesn't go unwarranted. It's not taken for granted, because I know how difficult it is. But even today, you know, it's like I think they could see the boys are trying, and I think it's not through lack of effort. I just think we're just not at the moment. We haven't got enough Step 3 footballers, okay, but we have got some footballers, and my aim is to try and build a togetherness for these last games. But the supporters, brilliant again today, and like I said, it's appreciation from me, not a sorry, it's a thank you, and I want them to appreciate, because it is appreciated by us and the boys. You know, and yeah, that's where I am. I think they're great, absolutely brilliant.
12 games to go, as you say. Let's look ahead to next week. It's a trip to Nuneaton. It's obviously going to be a really tough game given the position that they're in, but we've proved that we can beat them, and the pressure's going to be on them. So how do you get your lads up for a game like that?
They're up for it. They're already talking about it, you know, and that's the pleasing thing. You know, I think we're going to go out for a curry tonight. I've said to the boys, you know, it's important we try and just get to enjoying football. It's a hobby for us at the end of the day. Like I said, we've had a really difficult week this week. So, and it's been a very tiring week. So we've just got to pick ourselves up, brush ourselves down, and go again.
Well, thanks for your time, Chris. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks, Joseph.
Well, Miguel, I'm sure it's a bittersweet feeling for you at the moment. A man of the match performance, but fundamentally it's a defeat on the day. Can you just sum up your feelings for us?
We came into the game today really trying to get all 3 points, to be honest, trying to start pushing up off the table. So yeah, it's quite gutting, especially the way we've conceded. They didn't really break us down. It was like a quick reactionary goal. So it's quite gutting the way to lose, especially in that manner.
It was quite an even game for large portions of the game. What would you put that goal down to?
A lack of concentration probably from us as a team, to be fair. So he's got a shot off at the edge of the box, and then we just didn't follow through quick enough. The manager just, or what's his name, come in, just managed to get a little nick in there before we did. So yeah, it would have been a little lapse of concentration that we really need to get rid of in our games.
It seems to be a recurring theme at the moment where playing through the thirds we look okay, it's just that cutting edge in the final third. How do you go about putting that right?
It's just more work on the training ground really. It's something that we have been working on, and we need to keep building on that. A lot of the boys are quite new to each other. Everyone's obviously been around, played some good football, so we just need to kind of get us to click. From when I started, what was 3-4 weeks ago to now, we have eradicated a lot of the stuff that we were maybe allowing at the beginning. And it's just about continuing to build on it and keep getting better. We've still got a few different games to go. It's about now making it right as we push on.
There's a lot of new players in the squad. It's obviously a building process. But what's the atmosphere like in the dressing room at the moment? You know, because we keep losing games, but we do hear that there's a good atmosphere in the changing room. Yeah,
so it's definitely a really positive atmosphere at the moment. We're still quite positive. There are good vibes as we're going on. It's just really frustrating to lose, so we do go on a little bit of a downer on a Saturday if we've lost the game. But again, as I said, we've started quite positive. We're trying to build on that. So being positive in and around the changing room and as a group does make it a whole lot better and a lot more to build on.
It has been a tough week, but you've now got a 3 week to prepare for the trip to Nuneaton next week. Just how important will those couple of training sessions be ahead of that game?
Just as important as all the other ones that we've had. So the Nuneaton game isn't as or more important as any of the other ones. They're just as important as each other where we are, and we are taking everything as a cup final up until the end of the season.
Thanks for your time, Miguel. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, no problem.
I don't need love.